not a vampire, not an alien. I'm not the fucking mummy, I'm a goblin.
Greetings and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Twisted Goblin! As a season review of Andor. I think I did with Chucky, I did a few episodes of that. Then I skipped a lot of episodes because, sorry, I kind of give up on halfway. I was a little bit busy with other stuff. Don't remember what the stuff was, but I was busy. Normally I'm busy with, house cleaning stuff, then doing some other, and then I have to go to sleep to get work, or I get a depression from working, because work is being a fucking pain in the ass. It's like being in prison. Oh, talking about prisons! Andor has this big heist in the beginning of the season, like a big heist, the heist movies, but in Star Wars version, and they pull it off. Andor is become a cool character. He gets in debt. He finds out that there are people that want to help him, trying to get some money. He gets the money with the heist. He helps it. He also wants to go kick some Empire's ass. But no, really, because he was a child, he got kind of kidnapped, but also saved, and that's kind of become his mother figure. They get to this planet where they keep moving. Then he grows up, gets to this, has two friends in this thing, but there is also this cops. They kind of rebel. They rebel against it. The Empire moves in. He is on a heist. He does this whole heist thing. One of the good guys that's and then there is one corrupt that only thinks about the money. So there are two sides. There's this really good kid, but he dies. The other one wants to go off of the planet. It's like 50-50. He shoots him. Then it's like, yeah, I wanted to get the money. He gets the money. Was on vacation. Then, by accident, gets involved with, and I mean accidents, like literally he just walks on the beach, enjoying his new life, gets kidnapped. I mean, he doesn't get kidnapped. He gets by the Empire. He gets sent to prison. Here were the prison part. That he starts to learn to know the prisons, it's fucking electric. Nobody has weapons. It's all by the electric. We have bare food, so they can shoot us to fall. And that whole thing happens. There is this leader of the group, but he is also a prisoner. So there are not much prisoners on the floor because they can do electric, drop them out of the thing. But eventually happens to one section, and that's when the drama happens. So first they're just repairing things. We find out the ending that the prison things that they do is actually to build the Death Star. The Death Star. So yes, they use prisoners as that. Makes sense. I mean, how else are you gonna make such big fucking giant thing in 20 years? Literally, the star. The Death Star is so big, they have to build that big giant fucking thing, and it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while for. I feel like it's weird that we have lots of things set now between episode 3 and 4, but 4 and 5 we haven't yet. I don't think. I mean, there are comics, comics that's been sent between those things, books and everything, but not really series yet. Anyway, so now we got Andor that's wants to rebel now because he finds out other things so he convinces somebody else that's first rules. I have only so many years to do. He finds out he's never gonna get out. He's gonna be transferred to another thing and then gonna drop off. People find out he's gonna die. Those people die. So it's only a question now, if this goes around, everybody's gonna die and they're just gonna start over again with other prisoners, because it's very easy to get into fucking prison, because Andor didn't even do anything. Well, he did do stuff, but not that stuff. After, behind his back, the Empire, one of the Empire admirals or something, she has been trying to find Andor, trying to find, not knowing she's is actually in one of their prisons. But this is like quantity over quality. It's like we want really a lot of people in the Empire. We don't care about clones anymore. Clones are outrated. We have stormtroopers, and those are people that want to join the Empire. Some are corrupt, some are thing, but eventually, they're all working for the Empire because nobody wants the wrath of the Empire on their hands. So closer you are to the Empire, much more you're gonna go with the rules. And then the other one needs to get to Riru. So they're safe a little bit of that. So Andor escapes. He has to leave his new friend behind that he convinces to because he cannot swim. It's like, I cannot swim. I'm not gonna jump. Maybe we see him again, or maybe not. But he's not gonna jump. So he stays there while Andor falls into the water. Gets it. Then has to go to finds the ship. The ship saves them before they can't going. He goes back to his home. Well, his new Earth home planet. Finds out his kind of mother died, and his mother also has this hologram. So like saying, we should rebel. We should rebel. We should not get to the Empire's come, letting us having the rules bite us. We should rebel against them. The only thing I wish I was awake much earlier. And I'm like, I can get that. I can get behind it, because right now in my work, I feel like it's becoming more of a prison, more of the Empire taking control over things. Because every time I was like, hey, we can do this. No, we're gonna do that. It's like, but I'm better with that stuff. Like, this is my stuff. This is the stuff I'm good at. You should, best man for the job kind of thing, You should do that. No, we're just gonna throw me for some things and hoping I get. Sure, I like the money, It does pay the best, but also I don't have to do so much taxes. I don't have to put so much money on the table for the government. So that's a good thing. But on the other hand, I'm starting to be more feeling like in a prison. More rules, less things that I can do. It's not like I can't do it. I can do this, I can do that. I can do this, I want to do more. I want to do more than being stuck in this, because it seems like the ball is shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. It's just choking me, like it hates me. I don't know. And one day that ball is gonna burst, and I'm gonna burst of it. I feel it already. So I don't want that. It's gonna be like this. Back going to this. Yes, I rant a little bit too much sometimes. I know. Sorry. I should stick with the plot sometimes. But sometimes I don't! And sometimes I go off the rails! I'm sorry, man! I'm sorry. Stick with me here. Stick with me! Are you sticking with me? I hope you are. I'm the Twisted Goblin. So let's get back to the road. Anyway, so besides twisting my plot a little bit, get back to the main character is Andor. A lot of people of his home planet, new home planet, and start rebelling against the Empire. The Empire doesn't know what hit him right here. It's like, whoa. This feels like the first revelation of like them. There's rallies, and there are stupid rallies around the world going on for no point. Like, when violence just for violence sakes, that's not good. But when you have been choked by the Empire by too much rules and too much stuff, and they're making their government like very corrupt, because their rule is law. Their rule is like this much corruption, this much thing is too much, and they rebel against it, trying to get them off their planet. They don't know what hit them. Some admirals have to run. The main bad guy, kind of had to roll. Finds the first main bad guy from the first part of the season. He gets shifts like, I want to be, I want this opportunity. I want to be an empire leader or someday, but I can't, unfortunately. And I wanted to be at your side, so I saved you. You're welcome. now I can go on thing. So she is like, first she is like, okay, maybe this empire is not big to so good as I want to be. He is like, now it's my, I want to be an empire. I feel like the rules are a very big thing. I saved the one that thinks the same way as I. Now I can go more, and maybe I can even go become. And I hope he gets to the ranks, that he becomes like a big bad guy, but you see him rank up by other bad guys, and everything is like he becomes an admiral, like even a bigger thing, that he almost gonna see the emperor. That's like what I want. And then he gets killed before that happens, because then Andor, or he is like the one character that survives into the empire, while Andor dies because, spoiler alert, he dies in Rogue One by the Death Star that he helped build in Andor. What fun! I give this one a solid legendary 10. I felt like it was a really good series. I love when it feels like the story is here because there is a good story, not because like in Obi-Wan, it's like in Obi-Wan series, it feels like, hey, there's a good story here. We gotta eat a good story. We got this good story. Oh, Reva is here for no reason. It's like, we could have just the other Inquisitors be that. Oh, we're gonna keep Reva alive, even though she should have been dead the first time she even was survived in the temple, because she got stabbed. We ever gonna talk about that? No? Okay. It's like Reva felt like she was here just to be here. But anyway, that's pretty much what I got for you. I liked it. I very much enjoyed Andor. Was on legendary 10. It's like beyond a 10, but it was legendary. It was just a legend. Wait for it, dairy. A series. I love the season. I give it a good one. I hope you enjoyed my review about it. It was like 3 plot lines, 3 fucking story arcs. Like first the heist, then him realizing what to do, then him being in prison, and then eventually a rebel against his city awakening, for trying to push the empire on. Anyway, so yes, that's pretty much the ending. I love it. I hope there is a next season, even though it's like, yes, there's 7 years or 6 years around before Rogue One, so we have a little bit while, but could be that the next one is a time skip, and it's like, okay, we're gonna skip a lot, but I love it when it can end and he's gonna die. So he's not gonna die here, but it's still a good story. I still love it. It's more, sometimes like, yes, he's gonna die, and yes, they're not gonna milk it. It's like, oh, he's gonna die, but he's still good. This is still a good way to kill him. While Reva, I feel like, why she's still alive? I don't get that character at all. Some people like her. I don't see it, because she should have died the first time. He literally got stabbed. Qui-Gon got stabbed in the first one, and he didn't survive that. He got stabbed the same way, but she was shot and she survived. Why? How? Either you explain that in a fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi say, oh, you do, or you don't. Apparently. Anyway, I'm gonna end it here. Hope you liked my review, because I liked this one, Andor. I love it. I think it was a good Star Wars thing. I love Legends more now. I've been listening, mostly reading some Legends material, books, and lots of books. I think Legends are really cool, because Legends feels like this is what somebody in the Star Wars universe would tell. It's like, this is a story. It's like, but it's like a fucking the Bible. It's like other people read it, other people changed it, and it could be not accurate. So even if you see it in the Star Wars, like, oh, this is the accurate stuff of this, and it's this. But in the book, it's different because somebody else made it. Anyway, I'm gonna end it here. I think this is a cool twisted ending. This is a ending we're gonna get up to it. So, hope you enjoyed it. Sorry for my rants. I always have rants and things that makes no sense for the series, but there is a personal life things that you find out about me. Is that not fun? Is a little bit fun to have. You know, it's different than any other fucking video where they just talk about the series and how they loved it or how they hate it. You know, I want to be positive. I want to really get that positive out. Sure, there are some negative things that I'll go and say sometimes too, but mostly I try to review the positive stuff in my life. And that's always like, I hate it when people are too negative. I like to see the good things, because I think even some people are gonna love it, and I'm glad they do, because Jesus Christ is not for me, but I'm glad somebody does, because Jesus Christ is not for me. Anyway, I am John Slipknot, and I hope you enjoyed. Wait, I'm not. But anyway, bye bye.
Then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind.